in the wake of being told that I have no compassion, Paul O'Keefe, who is the brother of John O'Keefe, just filed a lawsuit against Karen Read. You heard me right. The same man that had his bail paid for by Karen Read, who got into a DUI and paralyzed a man, is now suing the same woman that paid for his bail. You can't make this shit up. Allegedly, for entertainment fucking purposes only, he called John. John didn't want to fucking deal with it because he was busy at work. Karen wasn't at work, so guess who fucking came and picked your ass up and paid for your bail? And now you're suing her? Bada bing, bada boom. Civil action cover sheet. I don't ever want to hear that I have no compassion ever again, because how the fuck am I supposed to have compassion after I start seeing shit like this? And yes, you're reading that right. Paul O'Keefe and the estate, so that is the estate for John O'Keefe, plus Peg, plus his father, and one of the kids, Kaylee, are all suing not only Karen Read, but also Waterfall and C.F. McCarthy's. As a brief reminder, anyone can file a lawsuit. Anyone. So all of this will need to be proven under discovery. Putting yourself under discovery and more subpoenas means more shit for your side. That includes text messages, phone calls, emails, payments. I digress. Here come the highlights, because this is the fuckery we need to talk about. In months, weeks, and days leading up to January 29th, 2022, JJ, who's John, and defendant Read's relationship was deteriorating. During such time, defendant Read picked fights, experienced jealousy, and had delusions of unfaithfulness. That's because they can't actually prove she was unfaithful, but I digress. After JJ got out of defendant Read's vehicle in front of 34 Fairview Road on January 29th, 2022, Read drove her SUV and hit JJ. As a result of Read's SUV hitting JJ on January 29, 2022, JJ was knocked down onto the ground in front of 34 Fairview Road, suffered serious injury, and died. After hitting JJ with her SUV, defendant Read fled the scene and returned to JJ's residence at 1 Meadows Ave. Good fucking luck trying to prove that. Between 5:18 and 5:35 a.m., defendant Read knew JJ was seriously injured, buried in the snow, and laying on the ground in front of 34 Fairview Road, Canton, where defendant Read left JJ to die hours earlier. Good fucking grief. At relevant times after 7:50 a.m. on January 29, 2022, defendant Read went to the grieving house of JJ, feigned comfort to JJ's family, and used the opportunity to, amongst other things, remove the offending weapon, her vehicle, and or destroy relevant evidence. Call me crazy, but didn't Proctor and friends go and get her vehicle pretty quickly afterwards, and also lied about the time they received her vehicle, and they had about an hour and a half of the vehicle to themselves? Do we all remember that? And here's the part that's fucking getting me, is when they start bringing up John's niece, Kaylee. Because I could say a lot of things from court docs that I've seen personally when it came to the to and fro after their parents.
Skip this video if you don't love your mother. Which place would you choose for your mother? Click the follow, like, and share buttons if you choose heaven. I give you 3 seconds to choose.
Died. I'm not going to stoop to their level, but if you all want to look up the court docs, you can find it yourself. Because there's a reason why John had custody and the others didn't. But again, I digress. Let's read this together. At relevant times on January 29, 2022, Kaylee heard defendant Read say, JJ never came home. Maybe I did something. Maybe a snowplow hit him. Maybe I had hit him. Maybe I hit him. We were in an argument. Maybe he got hit by a snowplow. Maybe. There's no I did. Maybe. Defendant Read either intended to inflict emotional distress to Kaylee or knew or should have known that emotional distress was likely to result from Defendant Reed's conduct. Defendant Reed's conduct was extreme and outrageous beyond the bounds of decency and was utterly intolerable. I'm sorry, did they not all try to say that her reaction was like nothing happened? That she should have been more emotional? And now in the lawsuit they're trying to say that she was being too emotional? Ugh. Rather, it became clear that Defendant Reed was only there to collect her belongings and to take possession of the murder weapon. Good luck with that discovery process. I wish you well.